Welcome to another edition of Have Another. Today we'll be doing the Bee's Knees Blonde Ale. The first time I ever heard the expression, the bee's knees, I was working with this guy, English guy, and he went, "Oh, that's the bee's knees." I had no idea what he meant, and he was too annoying to bother to ask him. Also, I have a selfie ring light now. If you've ever seen the commercial with Mariano Rivera, he's getting this woman a job, and he's got these stadium lights set up, and then she sets up like this little ring light. That's what I have. So while I'll be under the influence of alcohol, he'll be under the influence of me. Okay, Bee's Knees. It has Canadian Blonde Brewing Extract. That's your base for it. You know, the base refill that they're building the recipe off of. A packet of dry brewing yeast under the lid of the brewing extract. I'm actually going to use that, even though it's in the instructions it says to toss it. I find it makes the beer a little clearer to use the extra yeast. I don't know. I talked to Ashley about it from Mr. Beer, and I can't really remember what she told me. I think she said that would make it clearer, and I did it once. Remember to salvage a beer, so I'm just doing that now. It's my new secret weapon. There's a packet of Brewmax LME Golden, liquid malt extract golden, so a little more um, malt in there. And then the packet of Soft Brew S33 dry ale yeast. That's the main yeast that's you're actually supposed to use. And then a cup of honey, which I put in there, nice fresh honey, and a cup of, or a teaspoon rather, of coriander. I have no idea if I'll taste that or not, but hey, that's what it is. Anyways, well, I'm just looking at it in the bottle, and it's pretty light in the bottle. I don't know that you can see that even with the light. It'd be better, I guess, if the light was behind it. But so this is a studio, but it's not like a good one. Um, so like I can see through it. I can see like the impressions of my hand. Um, I'm really excited about this one. I like Canadian Blonde. The one that I did before with honey came out great. So this has everything possibly, on paper, everything going for it. Got a little bit of a carbonation sound there. That's always good. Smells a little sweet. Smells good though. Smells like beer. Try a little pour here. Oh, what a color! I'm gonna go a little cold, a little slow, so I don't get too much of a head. Want a little bit of head because that always looks great with the head. But okay, this beer looks absolutely fantastic, and I hope it tastes anywhere near as good as it looks. It has like your traditional. I don't know if you can see this. I'm trying to put it up to where the camera is. Nice golden hue. It's got a lot of carbonation. You can see it. Carbonation bubbles rising. It is very clear. It's in my Red Sox pint glass. I can see my hand through it. Let's see, and it is like your classic. Often extract beer is is darker than you'd expect a beer to be, even though it'll taste right, but it'll be a little bit darker. But this beer has a nice golden, kind of almost like your traditional ale look to it. So if you're looking for like a lighter, something that's extract but has a little more of that like traditional lighter look to it, the way you more expect, this is it. Actually, it looks great. Um, Smells good. Yeah, nice classic smell. It smells like the Canadian Blonde, to be honest. And the head, good head retention actually. It didn't have a huge head because I was careful on my pour. It would I could have poured it so it would have had a bigger head, but then you just have to wait for it to go down. But it's still, while it looks minor, it's hanging on, and you can still see those carbonation bubbles just rushing up to the top. So this was in the fermenter for, I want to say 19 days. I had some things go on in the middle, so it didn't get done right away. It's been sitting conditioning for it's conditioned for 15 days, I think, and then it's been in the bottle in the fridge for 2 days. And what am I doing? You have a beer, you should drink it. It smells great. It smells absolutely phenomenal. I'm almost afraid to taste it because I don't know. So far, it looks perfect. It's so clear. It like you can see through it. I mean, this is an excellent looking beer. Cheers. I need a way to find a way, which maybe that was good enough to mess up the video, so I have to drink another one. This is fantastic. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, how do I even begin to describe this? It's a very mild tasting beer, which if you've watched the video series, that's something I like. Um, some nice front end taste that stays with you, and then it just disappears to nothing. There's absolutely no burn. It's just completely smooth. Um, it's got a little body to it, little heaviness to it, but not much. This is like as perfect as a, I like the last, I forget the last one I did with honey, but I really liked it. And this one, it's basically just Canadian blonde with, another, with some more malt in it, and then the honey, and it's fantastic. Smooth, very smooth. You glug it. I could drink this straight down if I wanted to. Maybe I will, just to show off. No off flavors. Yeah, taste. There is good flavor though. It's a nice mild flavor. Maybe I'm tasting a little bit of the honey. I don't know. But there is definitely a good taste because the front end taste. And like I said, like so you get the front end taste, and then it lingers in the mouth a little bit, and then it just fades away to nothing. Uh, Excellent composition. A little bit of lacing on the glass here and there. I don't know if you can see that, but this isn't the best pint glass, but it's what I had. It was clean. So there's a little bit of lacing on the glass, and this is just delicious. There it is. Oh, you guys still there? I will definitely have another one of these. This is absolutely fantastic. Is this my favorite? Maybe. It's that good. It's Canadian blonde with honey, which, oh, I forgot I have another. Look at that. It's Canadian blonde with honey, which I was really looking forward to, and apparently with good reason. Um, there you can see this one. I poured a little bit less careful, and you got the head there. I don't know if you can see the color, probably not, but it's a nice golden color. A little bit hazier here at the bottom. Maybe some of the remnants got in there, but so it's got a nice color to it. Very good color. Caramel, but light. Um, Looks like a great beer. Smells like a great beer. Tastes like a great beer. I can't picture something being better than this. Oh yeah, that's good. So if you're into, if you're into milder beers, like the traditional ale or whatever, blonde ale, this is it. If you're into blonde ales, this is going to be it for you. You're going to love it. Um, and this is also a good one to share with friends because it's not friends that drink IPAs and hops, but just your everyday friends like that. They come over and you're like, hey, let's have a beer. Well, this is one to have because yeah, you can taste the honey. I don't know if you can taste the coriander because I don't really know what that tastes like, but there is a flavor in there. So maybe I am getting a little bit of that. There's not a lot of it in there, but fantastic, absolutely fantastic. 100% success. I've now done like 25 or 26 of the beers. I have not had any infections. I did have the only problem I had with the pumpkin one. I had a couple of the bottles that bubbled over, and I think that was because I wasn't being careful enough and I added too much sugar. Um, so I think it's on me. But for the most part, this was my pandemic project. It's now turned into a full-fledged hobby, and I couldn't be more happy with how it's gone. And thank you, Mr. Beer, and cheers. Lacing all over the glass. And oh, yeah, that's good. Mr. Beer's the bee's knees. Cheers.